The NFL isn't just about touchdowns and tackles, it's about dominance, humiliation, and moments so disrespectful they leave opponents questioning their career choices. From taunts that started before the end zone to moves straight out of the WWE, these plays weren't just about winning, they were about sending a message. And trust me, you won't believe how Patrick Mahomes got roasted at number 1. Number 20, a spin. Move so disrespectful it left defenders frozen. With the game on the line, defenders thought they had their man locked up, but with a last-second spin move that looked straight out of a video game, he left the entire defense grasping at air. The reaction? Commentators lost their minds, social media exploded, and the opposing team embarrassed. This wasn't just a flashy move, it was a statement. The sheer confidence to attempt this in a crucial moment shows the level of disrespect the player had for the defense's ability to stop him. Number 19, Kyler Murray's early taunt game. Kyler Murray didn't just score, he announced it before he even crossed the goal line. Turning on the Jets, he waved defenders off before reaching the end zone, letting the entire world know they had zero chance of stopping him. And the worst part? He was right. Nothing humbles a defense more than an opponent celebrating mid-play. This kind of swagger isn't just rare, it's next-level humiliation for those chasing him. Number 18, defying physics like it's nothing. Kieran Williams wasn't satisfied with just scoring. He salted the wound with a taunt so smooth, it left defenders looking helpless. Sprinting into the end zone, he hit a celebration that was downright personal. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. Was it hilarious? You already know. And just to rub it in, Williams locked eyes with a nearby defender as he strutted across the goal line, daring anyone to try stopping him. Number 17, Neville Who channels WWE with a suplex tackle NFL or WrestleMania. Neville Who didn't care. On a special teams play, he launched himself at an opponent with a flying suplex tackle that looked straight out of a wrestling ring. The refs? Shocked. The fans? Loving every second of it. This was a tackle that screamed dominance. Not only did he send his opponent crashing into the ground, but he also stood over him like a victorious wrestler after a finishing move. Number 16, Justin Jefferson's signature taunt. With a twist. Justin Jefferson scores 6. Nothing new, but this time, he stared down his opponent dead in his eyes and hit his signature celebration with so much disrespect that even the refs had to throw a flag. That wasn't just a touchdown, it was personal. The opposing players were fuming, but the fans, they ate it up. Jefferson's flair for the dramatic made this moment unforgettable. Number 15, the trash talk that backfired instantly. A Cowboys defender thought it was a good idea to start talking smack to George Pickens. Big mistake. On the very next play, Pickens torched him and let him hear about it after the fact. Talk all you want, but you better back it up. This guy didn't. Nothing is worse than getting embarrassed immediately after talking trash. Pickens made sure to make it sting. Number 14, when highlights go horribly wrong. Emmanuel Wilson was feeling himself, cutting through defenders and heading for a highlight moment. But just as he took flight, Quandre Diggs met him in the air and absolutely shut it down. Wilson learned the hard way. Not every play is meant to be a highlight. The sheer force of the collision sent Wilson spinning mid-air. Fans watching at home could practically feel that hit. Number 13, Lamar Jackson snatches back. His own fumble. Lamar Jackson fumbled the ball. Bad news, right? Not so fast. As a defender scooped it up, Lamar ripped it back and immediately turned the play into a highlight for himself. Imagine thinking you just got a turnover only to end up on the wrong side of history. This play was a reminder. Never count Lamar out. His ability to recover and turn a mistake into magic is why he's one of the league's most electrifying players. Number 12, Deebo Samuel bullies his own teammate. Most players take out their aggression on opponents. Not Deebo Samuel. Mid-game, he grabbed his own long snapper by the throat in an insane moment of frustration. Friendly fire? More like outright dominance. Even the refs didn't know how to react. Samuel's intensity is unmatched. Even his own team isn't safe. Number 11, Juan Jennings gets too physical. Jennings wasn't satisfied with just making a play. He had to manhandle his opponent afterward. Pushing, shoving, and straight up bullying the defense, he turned a simple play into an all-out statement. It wasn't just about getting the first down, it was about sending a message to the other team saying, "I'm here." Number 10, Saquon Barkley's hurdle that left. Everyone's speechless. Saquon Barkley didn't just jump over a defender, he soared. As the safety was diving low to make a tackle, Barkley effortlessly leaped over him, landing smoothly and sprinting for extra yardage. The slow-motion replay made it even better. Barkley looked like he was in midair forever. The best part? The defender hit the turf hard, completely whiffing on the tackle. The internet. Instant meme material. Number 9. Dolphins coach trolls. Max Crosby in real time. It's one thing for players to talk trash. It's another when the coach joins in. Mid-game, Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel pulled off one of the most disrespectful fake play calls in recent memory. With Max Crosby lined up and locked in, McDaniel pretended to change the play call at the last second, baiting Crosby into jumping off sides. As the ref blew the whistle, McDaniel casually smirked and said, "We didn't even have a play called." Crosby could only shake his head. Number 8. Jameson Williams' touchdown celebration. That cost him $25,000. Scoring a 60-yard touchdown is already elite, but Jameson Williams took things way too far after crossing the goal line. Instead of a simple spike or dance, Williams turned toward the opposing sideline, dropped into an exaggerated crotch chop, and yelled something wild. The refs instantly threw the flag, but Williams did not care. The NFL later fined him $25,000, but Williams's reaction was, quote-unquote, worth every penny. Number 7. Darius Slay's tattoo gets roasted by his own teammates. Darius Slay wanted to honor Kobe Bryant, so he got a massive tattoo of the Lakers legend on his leg. But when his teammates saw it, they lost it. A.J. Brown was the first to roast him, saying, "Bro, that don't even look like Kobe." Other players jumped in, comparing it to an NBA 2K glitched character model. Slay defended his ink, but the damage was done. The internet ran wild, with side-by-side comparisons that had everyone laughing. Number 6, Dak Prescott gets roasted by Cowboys fans. Losing a game is one thing. Getting dragged by your own fan base? Brutal. After a particularly bad performance, Cowboys fans completely turned on Dak Prescott. Fans in the stadium were heard shouting, $60 million lemon! Others took to Twitter with memes comparing Prescott to an expensive car that never starts in the clutch. Even worse, a fan burned his jersey on TikTok, generating hundreds of thousands of followers. That's when you know it's bad. Number 5, the Chiefs' confetti disrespect. With time still left on the clock in a tight playoff game, the Chiefs organization did something unthinkable. They started dropping confetti before the final whistle. The Texans were still trying to make a miracle comeback, but the stadium had already moved on. Commentators were stunned. Fans were shocked. The Texans absolutely livid. It was the ultimate, this game is already over move, and they weren't wrong. Number 4, Lamar Jackson ends an IG Live mid-flight. After a big Ravens win, Marlon Humphrey decided to hop on IG Live during the team's plane ride home. Bad idea. As he was mid-sentence hyping up the squad, Lamar Jackson shut it down immediately. "Why are we even on live right now?" Lamar said, shaking his head. Humphrey's face? Priceless. The stream ended within seconds. Fans loved it. Lamar wasn't about to let social media distractions get in the way of business. Number 3, A.J. Brown reads a book mid-game. Most players stay locked in during the game, but A.J. Brown? He literally pulled out a book on the sideline. Cameras caught him casually flipping through pages while his team was still on the field. The message? "I'm so unbothered by this defense. I have time to read." Reporters asked about it later, and Brown doubled down. "I do this every game. Y'all just caught me this time." The internet had a field day with the clip, turning it into an instant meme. Number 2, Vikings defensive celebration. Extravaganza. The Vikings defense wasn't satisfied with just getting turnovers. They turned every play into a full-on performance. After a game-changing interception, the entire defense lined up and performed a synchronized dance straight out of White Chicks. The crowd lost it. And that wasn't even the worst of it. Another time, they coordinated a handshake from the parent trap after forcing a fumble. Every week, they upped the disrespect. The opposing offenses, absolutely furious. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes gets roasted for his voice. Mid-game. We all know it. Patrick Mahomes sounds exactly like Kermit the Frog, but the Raiders took it too far during a heated divisional matchup. After a broken play, one of the Raiders' defensive linemen got up and on a hot mic, perfectly mimicked Mahomes' voice. "Ooh, no, coach, I need some help," he mocked. The clip went insanely viral, with fans saying it was one of the funniest moments in NFL history. Mahomes, to his credit, laughed it off. But the internet? They haven't let it go since. The NFL never disappoints when it comes to savage moments, and this season, pure chaos. Some of these plays had fans crying, defenses questioning their life choices, and fines being handed out like Oprah giving away cars. But seriously, which of these moments made you laugh the hardest? Which one made you shake your head in disbelief? Drop a comment below before the NFL decides to fine you for excessive celebration. And if you thought this was wild, wait until you see the craziest fights in NFL history. We're talking ejections, haymakers, and enough drama to make reality TV jealous. Click here before the refs throw a flag on you for delaying the inevitable. Which one was the most savage? Let us know in the comments. And if you thought this was wild, wait until you see the craziest fights in NFL history.